There we are. We're on.
Are we on?
Yep, we're on.
Amazing. We're on Facebook. Good morning, everyone in Women Beyond Boundaries. It's so wonderful to have you here this morning. If you're watching us live or if you end up watching the replay, it's also wonderful to have you. It always is. My heart is hugging you all right now. And I just want you to know that you're very important and special, and you have everything within your power to do what you want to do. Today I'm here with Lucia Peters, and Lucia is a stylist coach, and so she helps women to, go about, I'm going to let her explain it, but go about their styling in a way that sort of works for them. She'll tell you how that's done, but she's also a coach, so she helps you also with your mindset and feeling good about yourself and your body, which is exactly what we're all about in Women Beyond Boundaries. Welcome, Lucia.
Thanks, Jeanette. Thanks for having me. And thanks. This is a beautiful group, Women Beyond Boundaries. I think that's where we're all we need to place boundaries, in our lives, and just accepting and putting those boundaries around us so that we are the beautiful people that we're meant to be.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's really terrific to have you here. I love your business.
Mm-hmm.
I love the fact that you do styling for women, but it's also about mindset and helping them to feel good about themselves. Can you talk to us a little bit about that, please?
Yeah, sure. So with my styling, I began helping women dress almost 30 years ago, a long while ago anyway. I came from a retail background, and I've always helped women in the retail environment, so helping them feel good about their bodies, and accepting that the body we have right now is the body we work with, not the body on Monday when we go on that diet and, do that exercise or lose that 5 kilos or whatever we want to. We can always make a garment smaller. So, it's not about the garment, it's about what's going on up here a lot of the time with women. And I help them through that. I help them through the fact that what we are reflecting outwards is how we're feeling inside. So a lot of us, when we're not showing up, taking great care of ourselves, is what's going on internally and in our psyche, basically. And you teach that beautiful, the good, what is it? Removing yourself from a life of That's the connection for me, because I love that. When I see a woman's wardrobe, I don't see a mess. Women say to me, "Oh, it's a mess." And I go, "No, it's not. It's telling me a beautiful story about where you're at." So as we age, we change, we transform. In our 30s, we're still, showing a little bit of skin. In our 40s, we're starting to cover a little bit. In our 50s, we've got some wobbly bits, and then in our 60s, we've got more wobbly bits. We're learning to embrace them a bit more, so it's the connection between style and your core mindset, so how you feel about yourself, and learning to love who you are on this day, not next week or next year, or when you lose 10 kilos kind of thing. So
such a beautiful message. I really love it. And I I work with the body as well in different ways, and I think it's so crucial, because we don't just have a mind.
No,
we're emotional beings, and we have a body as well. And so when we try and make a shift, we have to work with the body. And so having your wardrobe to support you in that sounds very nurturing.
It is. It's beautiful. And I've done, many wardrobes where the women have not really realized just their intuitive style. They've got this style, they've got a personality. Every person's got a personality. We've all got that beautiful part of us that people attract, to us. So we've all got that innate. It's just in us. And, what with time and layers of, the world and what it does to us, we lose a little bit of that, but it's still it still presents, and I see it in wardrobes time and time again. There's a distinctive color, there's a distinctive garment choice, there's a very distinctive way of planning in their wardrobe. So it gives me such an insight into that person immediately.
Wow, incredible.
It is
Incredible. So it's like painting a story, painting a picture of your
I'm
life.
goosey all over, because even the color tells me, you know, like I'm a with mindset, I'm a firm believer in the chakras, and you know, the flow of energy, and how we how whether like where we've got blocked energy or things like that. So you can tell from the color, you know, whether these people are grounded, whether these people come from their hearts, you know, like by the colors that they're drawn and attracted to.
Yeah, right. Okay, that's interesting. Well, as you can see, I've just come from the gym this morning, and
Good
my
on
face
you,
is
Jeanette.
red.
Yeah.
And I feel amazing. I feel incredible. But I'm wearing this green. Now, I normally wouldn't wear this green. It's just that it's an exercise shirt, you know, and it was the right sort of, you know, style. But I actually feel good in this color green. So tell me about that.
It's energizing. It's energizing. It's that energy. It's got that energy about it, and that's a lot of clothes that are made for physical fitness are made in the colors that energize and help you to feel elevated. Yeah, so that you continue and keep going. So even the designers that make clothing and exercise clothing have a, I guess it's a design basis. So they're coming from a vision, or a you know, like a purpose in their businesses. You know, it could be like, my vision is to help everyone, or help every woman, man and woman actually, accept their bodies right now. You know, not push for you know, like all the fakeness that's around us. You know, just go for who you are right now. But yeah, definitely an elevating color, the aqua, the color of outside. So I'm the same. I love to be grounded. So, and nature is my go-to. Very, like I'm a Saggy too, so I love to be out on the grass, or the browns, the greens, and then some of the blues. So yeah, and my dog is having a great time on my couch behind me.
I found it hard to not watch your beautiful dog at the back there. It's so adorable. That's so funny. It's scratching along.
She performs every time I go on live. If I don't hide, she's burying something.
Yeah.
It could be her bone. I think she's probably putting it on my couch at this moment. She's got a spot down here, but decided to go over there. Yeah. So yeah.
Funny.
But yeah, color has a direct correlation with how we feel, and as you say, you know, you talk about emotions and feelings. Color, you know, next time you grab something from your wardrobe, and you've absolutely observed it this morning, how you feel in that color. So it's a really great awareness, because there's possibly colors that are in your wardrobe that are not making you feel as much. Of, you know, that elevation. So
I find that, okay, so there's something, I know we've all got this wardrobe. I'm sure most of us have got this vast wardrobe of stuff.
Oh, we all have, yeah.
Yeah. And it's and we look at things and we go blah, nah, you know, and it just doesn't make us feel good. And I feel like sometimes the fashion doesn't pick up on what we need at all, and so we're buying things ad hoc because we might like the shape of it. The shape feels better on us, but the color just is not there.
Yeah. So what I encourage women, and this is, I've got a strategy, and it's called the 70-30 strategy. And the 70-30 strategy is around basics or classic lines that are always in your wardrobe. So your black pants, your blue jeans, your white top, your denim jacket or your denim shirt, you know, those sorts of classic pieces that never ever really date. So we look at what classic pieces, this is when we're doing a wardrobe review or edit, I will look for as a stylist, your classic pieces, and I'll put them together. Then I'll go through with you all the bits that you've bought in. The 30% that I bring into a wardrobe is generally fashion. So it's generally what's on trend, what's happening now. It might be a pink pair of earrings. Pink's really big at the moment. It might be a bit of leopard print. Leopard print never dates. So, you can always put a leopard print, no matter what color even, like there's pink leopard print at the moment in fashion. So that could maybe be bought into your basic wardrobe. So that's what I look at when I'm looking at a wardrobe, that's 70 to 30%. Prints are dangerous. Prints can be quite dangerous. A lot of prints, you need to be cautious because they can look flimsy and a little bit tacky, because they, if there's a big print, they can make you look bigger. A smaller print, they're not so bad, but then the fabric and the fabrication can sort of look a bit cheap and run through, like it's print is very, very it's something that you just have a little bit of in your wardrobe, and it might be in summer when you want that flowy, that nice cool look. The thing with as we age is bring more texture into your wardrobe. So get that texture that's going to have that nice feeling. Some people don't like that slinky feeling. I'm one of those. I prefer more the textured fabric. I'm not great on that real shiny feel to my skin. Some people love it. So find the texture that works for you. I love sequins. So I've got a couple of sequins in my wardrobe, anything that's a bit sparkly, because it radiates and your face and actually highlights your face. So, sweet sequins will always work. But yeah, texture is a great one for women as we age. So we have our 70% of our classics. And then if we're thinking color, we need to be really on the lookout for a color that you really, really love. When I do an edit, I do people's brand colors. So I'll look at their wardrobes and I will actually get a snapshot of what they love, and it will tell me what they're drawn to, and as a brand, what can work for you to wear all the time to be recognized. So
it's really crucial, because here with where you're going now is into women who are in business or in startup for themselves, and they need to be able to wear color that matches their brand if they're going to be coming, not necessarily always and exactly the same, but definitely if they're going to be on social media or if they're going to have photographs taken for themselves. And so I went through that when I first had my brand, when I first did my brand, and I found some clothes. I knew what I wanted and I went out and bought some clothes, and one of them was just a simple scarf. Just had beautiful colours through it and then I was able to wear this blue top underneath and white pants. And that, with the background on my website, just looked beautiful.
It's stunning. I love that. That photograph is just stunning. It's so, and it's just so you. It it epitomizes you and your brand, Women Beyond Boundaries. It's just so you. It just needs a butterfly. That's all.
It needs a butterfly, definitely, for the butterfly effect. But you know what? It wasn't expensive. Those clothes were reasonably priced clothes. I didn't have to go all out.
No.
A whole lot of brand items or anything, and that's not me actually. So I think we've got to dress for ourselves, don't we? Can you talk a bit about that?
So it's easy to get into a style rut. So it's very easy to get into a style rut of just not being adventurous, particularly when the world doesn't really see us once we get to a certain age. We're not really targeted as a group of women or people that are wanting to look attractive and like they're taking care of themselves. It doesn't really matter to the unfortunately we're not valued, which is really sad, because we've got so much to offer in our wisdom and our journey that we've been on. So I always suggest our body types, dress for our body types. So there's 5 body types, and when I do a virtual review with a woman, I can generally, with their silhouette, I can generally pick what shape they are, and then we will work through. So you were saying about having clothes for your age, and, you know, like finding it hard to get them. If you know what you're looking for, what I create is a PDF. So I'll create this PDF, and it actually gives you the styles to look for, so that you're not just going out there and buying things. You know, you're not actually just spending for the sake of, I need a garment for an event, because a lot of times that's why we buy.
Yeah, well, the other thing is that then when you walk into a shop, you can just scan the shop and know which items to leave alone.
Yep, exactly.
You know how valuable that is. I mean, you do know how valuable that is, but I'm thinking right now how valuable that is, because I've gotten good at that. I've gone, you know, to certain shops and gone, yeah, nah, that's not going to work. So I can pull like maybe 5 items off, try them on, and 5 minutes, and I'm gone, yes or no.
Yeah, and the thing is, Jeanette, if you know your shape, when you try them on, and you know that little voice that has, you know, oh, you need to get a bit skinnier, you know, you need, you know, your legs are too blah blah blah, whatever. That little voice, when you know that style doesn't fit, you know that it's not right for your shape. It's not that you're too whatever the story you're telling yourself.
No.
It's just it's not the right fit for your shape. And that's the message. That's my message, is that the clothes that you buy are for your shape, for you individually. So that is really, really an important message.
That is a very important message.
Whether you're a 6 or a 26,
yeah, doesn't matter.
Your shape doesn't change. Your shape never changes. I've measured plenty of plus size women, and believe you me, they have the same problems as the size 6 woman.
Interesting. How fascinating. Yeah.
It is so.
We just don't know how to dress ourselves. That's really interesting.
Yeah.
I love that. Oh, so that really ties in color with shape, with style, and how to put things together, and how to value. So this is crucial, because the valuing yourself component of all of this is this is really interesting to me, because the world, like you say, doesn't value women as they age. No. They're always looking there. Everybody's eyes are drawn to younger women. Absolutely. But that's okay. It's all right that happens. I think there needs to be some level of acceptance around that, and for us to learn to value ourselves. So if we can get, that's all that matters. If we value ourselves, really, that's all that matters. That's going to put us out into the world in a way that we will be seen differently. Yeah. Seen as more confident and outgoing.
We're reflecting that message that we're okay. We're not young 20-year-olds, but we are, 60-year-olds that are still putting this message out there that it's okay to look, stylish and put together at any age. So it doesn't matter. And it's walking that confidence, that feeling attractive in yourself. So that's
okay. So really what would you say to someone who says, but I haven't got the money?
Well, that's interesting. I did an edit for a lady 2 weeks ago, and I know a lot of women expect, and this could have been the old way of doing wardrobe edits. I'm not sure. I don't know how others do it, but they clear out your wardrobe and go, no, none of this is going to work, and buy new stuff. I don't work like that. I actually work on what you have, and if there's any clothing in there as we work through it, that maybe there's emotions or connection there, I ask you the questions, sometimes the hard questions around that. It may be that it's time for you to let go of that garment. It could be something's occurred, and we just have that conversation together. And it's so interesting. A few weeks ago, I had this conversation with a person, and they actually said, no, it's time to let that go. And it was from her corporate world, like from her corporate days. So
very interesting.
yeah, we hang on. We do hang on to clothing. So I guess it's sorry.
Can I share with you something that I've hung on to
Yep.
and that I'll never get rid of, probably? And that is I had a jacket. I played for Bulleen Templestowe in Melbourne, and we went and we did a tour of the west coast of the United States of America and playing basketball up and down the west coast. Very proud of that moment. Very proud that we only lost one game in the whole time that we were there. We played really well. I have a jacket from that time. I was 16 years old.
Beautiful.
And that jacket is like a royal blue with gold in it, and it's got my name on it, and it's got Australia on the back, and it just feels, I can't fit into that damn thing. Of course I can't fit into it. It was a long time ago. But I remember that time so fondly, and that will just always hang. And then it's going to my younger daughter, who also played basketball.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, those sorts of things you don't get rid of, do you?
No, absolutely not. No, they're the things that you keep. But can I just make a suggestion there?
Yes.
You know that you can get that mounted and framed.
Oh, what a great idea. Why don't I?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, the Australia, do you have Jeanette Mundy on the back as well?
I've just got Jeanette on the front and Australia's on the back, so I'm not sure how I'd do it.
Yeah, because I thought if maybe you could put Jeanette Mundy, you know, like Australia or something, I don't know. But yeah, you can get these clothes mounted. You can also get clothes made into, you know, like if there's a garment that you don't particularly want to get rid of in your cupboard, you know, it might be a shirt of your dad's or your mum's or something. You can get cushions made out of them. A good friend of mine, her partner passed away, and she got cushions made for the grandchildren with her husband's, you know, like the high vis shirts. They were all made out of these high vis shirts, and they're just pillows, and the grandkids have them, and they're just a beautiful, you know, like we see the name and we just remember him fondly, you know, because it's just such a precious yeah, it's such a precious thing to see. Whereas when it's tucked in your wardrobe, you don't see it.
No.
Yeah. This way, you know, you could have it in your office, you know, with a Jeanette Mundy on it, you know, it'd be beautiful. And you look at it and it would inspire you, I would imagine, because you go, that's when, you know, and I can do that, you know, so that all that message that it's telling you is just powerful. So
I'm going to come to that messaging. This is the thing. Here's what women can help themselves with to gain a bit more confidence, is to make sure that their environment has that messaging in it, that they are enough, that they're good enough, and that they're more than enough and more than capable. And so your wardrobe can be a really big part of that messaging.
Absolutely. We look at it every day. Every day we go to that wardrobe, and if it's making or helping you to feel good about yourself, then that message every day that you're reflecting back to you and to your abundance, your energy, is that yes, I am enough. These are amazing clothes that I've got in this cupboard. You know, and which one am I going to choose for today? And after an edit, you find, well, I give ladies the categories. So they put their clothes in categories and in a rainbow color. So we rainbow color them, and you can very quickly see this top will go with this pant or this skirt or this dress today, you know. So very, very quickly you see which colors will elevate you for the day. And sometimes you will find there's colors in your wardrobe that are quite drab. And what has occurred 9 times out of 10 is when you were buying that garment, you weren't in that good place in your mind. And so you were probably doubting, you know, questioning, and you've just gone, oh yeah, this will be enough, you know, this will do. And this will do is reflecting back.
Yeah, absolutely. I know times where I've done that too, and I've got home and thought, what was I thinking?
I've got to get something. Yeah, that's yeah.
And so I don't do it anymore, but I definitely did, and some of my garments in my wardrobe reflect that.
Yeah, it's interesting.
So yeah, it's very interesting.
So saving money is a really, really a big message to women for me. That woman that I was talking to you about last fortnight ago, 2 pairs of pants was all she needed to purchase. She needed a blue jean and a black jean. That was it.
Wow.
And she had this, I guess, expectation when I was going to do that she had nothing. So it was so interesting for her and for me to see that she had almost a complete wardrobe. She had some diamonds. She had some absolute diamonds in her wardrobe that were tucked in the corner and hadn't been touched, and they were just gems. They were amazing.
Fantastic. That's amazing. I love this. Oh gosh, you got to come into my wardrobe, Lucia.
I will, virtually.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Now tell me, how can people get it now? Firstly, if you're listening to this and you've got any questions for Lucia, please post them in the comments below and she will respond. But what would you, have you got an offer for our beautiful, gorgeous women today?
I have, Jeanette. I've got a 30-minute one-on-one style discovery session, so we can just have a quick conversation about where you're at with your style and maybe what guidance or support you need in, you know, your dressing or your wardrobe, whatever. So I'll get the beautiful Reg. She hasn't started yet. We're a bit early, but yeah, I'll pop in the link in the chat, and yeah,
all right,
just reach out. So yeah, that would be amazing.
Okay. So you want women to reach out. You want women to say yes, please, or yes, me.
Yes, me. Maybe yes, me. That would be good because I can't see anything at the moment. But yeah, yes, me.
Yes, me. You go and have that styling chat. Yeah, I need help. I need help with my styling.
Yeah, that would be lovely.
Yeah, look, I bet you there's so many women out there that do need help. So I hope we've got some listeners in this morning that are going to be jumping on that.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's always someone that needs a little bit of guidance, and you know, just what you do and then how I work with mine, it just works beautifully together. So
it does, actually. It works really well together.
Yeah.
So tell me, how can people get in contact with you? What's your community and how can they?
So I have a Facebook group called Creating Abundance with Style. Funny that.
Love it.
And I also have a business called Follow Your Style, which is the styling business itself. But Creating Abundance with Style is more around that mindset and helping women understand just what they are going through. They're not going through alone. Everyone else is going through those same feelings. And
yes, we're not alone.
We all go through
it. Will you pop the links to your group and your
yes,
into the chat?
And yeah, any other questions that anyone has, you know, they'd like me to be a speaker on their page or whatever, I'm happy to be a guest speaker. Yeah, and Jeanette, thank you so much for allowing me to share my story. It's just lovely. Yeah.
You're welcome. It was beautiful to listen to that. I had some interesting questions for you, and I felt like this really opened up lots of opportunities for women to perhaps see themselves differently and see their wardrobe differently.
Yes, there's opportunities in wardrobes. Absolutely.
I love it. There's opportunities in wardrobes. That's a post.
That is a post, isn't it?
Yeah, write that down. There's opportunities in wardrobes, and there certainly is. Yeah. So thank you, and thanks for bearing with me with my gorgeous gym look this morning.
Oh, look, I'm so proud of you for getting out there. That's just, you know, yeah, that's the first start, isn't it? You know, with any exercise or anything that you do, it's just taking that small step. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, for so long I've, you know, prioritized. I do walk, but this is the next step for me. Is just getting out there into the gym and getting a bit fitter. So it feels good. Yeah. That's for sure. All right, lovely. It's been wonderful speaking with you this morning.
Thanks for
coming on so much. All right. Catch you later. Bye-bye.
Bye now.
End the live. How do we end the live? Stop live stream.